It's going. I'm out on the Buncombe Horse Trail. It's Saturday, May the 22nd. About 8 days before the quest for the Crest 50K next Sunday. Came out in the middle of the day just to do some middle of the day running in the hotter part of the day. So most of my runs are pretty early. Haven't been out here since maybe January or February. I'm struck at how runnable this bottom section is. Although I will be, my legs will probably be shot by the time I get here next Sunday. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. Just dropped our son and his girlfriend off on the AT. They're gonna do a two-night, 3-day backpack. So I'll talk to you later. Some of the Buncombe Horse Trail. Beautiful May afternoon. It's probably 73, 74 degrees, almost no humidity today. It's old logging or mining road grade most of the way. Well, first couple miles. And it drops down to some nice single track. New Sawyer Mini water filter. I like how small it is. It breaks down, compartmentalizes really well. It's pretty handy. One aspect of Buncombe Horse is really just a long scree field, and sometimes it's hard to get a rhythm, keep a rhythm. It takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of me. Anyway. Trying not to go too hard today. It's kind of tapering for this race coming up. And there's some bigger obstacles like this thing here. There's 3 or 4 of these down. For me, after about an hour, the trail narrows down into single track, and it stays single track, I think, the rest of the way. And it gets steeper, you know, as it does. And there are switchbacks. Running up hills, that's what it's all about, I guess. Getting up higher now, more into this rhododendron. Nice and shady, but pretty technical too. Switchback hill, I think is what Sean called this. Maybe he's right. So I've come out of the roto. I'm below Maple Camp Bald. And as usual, this portion of the trail stays really overgrown. Does not get a lot of traffic. It's really thick in places. Whoa! It's not easy going, despite being flat, relatively flat. It's a jungle. So I'm getting up toward Maple Camp Bald. That's where we're going. This is where we're going right now. We're going the wrong way. We're going the wrong way. So thick it's hard to see where I'm going. Oh yeah. Hey, the Buncombe horse trail. How about that? Buncombe horse. This way. Now we're going the right way. Alright, I'll catch you later. Alright, I made it up to the Big Tom Spur in just under 2 hours. I didn't really hammer it, but I'm going to go up a little ways. Some good springs. It's very dry for a while, and then just before the last quarter mile there's 2 or 3 good running springs right now. So I'm going to head up Big Tom, get a taste of this, because I think we do this up and back up to the top. I think it's about 4/10 of a mile and 1,200 feet of elevation or something like that. I don't know. I'm definitely not running it. I know that for sure. See, they've really had to flag Big Tom pretty heavily because there's really hardly any discernible trail other than the fact that you're basically going up the creek bed or just beside the creek bed. So it's, whereas Buncombe horse is hardly blazed at all, Big Tom is heavily blazed right now. And yes, this is the quote-unquote trail. So gonna hit this at about mile 25, 26, something like that. So that should be fun. The legs will be screaming. All right. Boy, there are some steep step-ups. There's gonna be some cramping muscles and some pulled muscles. Whew. Going up Big Tom. Hey, it's flat. Oh, never mind. That was one of the gnarliest descents I've ever done coming back down Big Tom. I didn't go all the way to the top, but good Lord, I think I went up, as steep as it was, I still think I went up faster than I came down. That was brutal. And I guess when we get done, we just keep going out Buncombe Horse. So that's literally just a cruel out and back. An insult to running, but it's going to be a challenge. So I'm coming back down Buncombe Horse now. It's pretty much all a long descent. Let's look at this. Oh, that's pretty. This is South Toe Valley, Highway 80. You can see the golf course down there. I'll actually be finishing out around one of those valleys down in there. So it's a good way to, that's 6 miles of downhill back. Kind of mimics the finishing stretch on this race down to the Black Mountain campground. I have some trepidation. I think I'm going to be probably within 30 minutes or so, 30 or 40 minutes of the cutoffs at each point. I hope I can keep up enough pace to be able to finish it. Should be interesting. There's some dray running through here. Alright, so back at the Buncombe Horse trailhead, I turned around at 2:05. Made it back here 3:44. That's just under an hour 40, and I took that very easy. I didn't press it at all. My left sesamoid is really tender. I don't know how I'm going to do 32.5 miles and 23,000 feet of elevation, but and I think I must be compensating for that soreness. I keep rolling my left ankle out. I rolled it 2 or 3 times today, and it's my clubbed foot, and it's the shape of it. It's prone to roll anyway, but I think the sesamoid is making it worse. But just something I have to be aware of. So I'll be icing this foot every night, and looking forward to doing this thing. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and it's time to get it done. Talk to you later. I'll say one other thing. I bought a buff this week. I'd seen them for a long time on a lot of runners, but I don't know, kind of been kind of skeptical of them. But I bought one and tried it out, and I tell you what, I really liked this product. I sweat buckets, and I wore this as a headband and kind of as a cap, and it's soaking wet. But I am not. I usually have sweat pouring down my face, running in my eyes, soaking my shirt, and the buff did an amazing job of soaking that up and letting it dry out, and evaporate just enough to keep my face and my head really dry. So if you've kind of been on the fence about the buff product, for whatever my recommendation's worth, I think it was money well spent. So talk to you later.